So you got to keep that in motherfucking mind and shit like that. You got to make sure you practicing what you motherfucking preach first. And then if you're going to be mixing, mingling with motherfucking spirits and shit like that, make sure it's spirits that's doing the same thing that you fucking doing. Or this is why you keep manifesting bad results. Being in relationships that you're no longer in. You know what I'm saying? Manifesting things that you no longer have to team with. And shit like that. So you got to put yourself into some spiritual space to develop a whole new team in some way, shape, or form. And that lets us know, that reminds us that we're misguided to a certain degree. And we need to stop now. Because what we've been doing is what we doing now is what we always been motherfucking doing. You know what I'm saying? So you want to stop now. And a lot of times, like I said, fucking and brokenness is one of the worst mistakes you can make. And it's what a lot of y'all like to do. Fucking brokenness. You know what I'm saying? Fuck with a broken spirit. Fuck when you're going through a phase. Fuck when you ain't got nothing going on. These is the worst times to fuck ever. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you accumulating bullshit. Ooh, shit, pardon me. Because this develops stenches. And then you got some miscellaneous ass spirits on you and shit like that. And let me keep repeating. Spirits is how you got here. So don't be getting here in this world claiming you got a spirit. And then you get lost in the light based upon the shadow government and how they made you believe what a spirit is. So spirits outside of you now is something separate than how you got here and you being one of these things. So you get confused on how to talk about it. The spirit ain't no light or no mind or the desire. The spirit get trapped in the mind, in the light, and the desire. And that's one of your first bodies. And then that one accumulate and develop into this one. But you know you could be out your mind. You see what I'm saying? So always peep game as a motherfucker spirit. And you wasn't first from Africa or no monkey sperm from motherfucking Africa and some shit like that. We created this shit out of motherfucking thin air. Because last time I checked, your mother and father wasn't fucking and your father ain't pull out his dick and bust a nut in the ground. And you ain't grow up out the motherfucking ground. What actually happened is you was in your first body, the mind, which was floating in thin air, motherfucker. Come on, God make it real simple now. God make it simple. Just because we using these bastardized words to make it sound like it's weird, you know what I'm saying? That's because you made life weird. Where we make allegories for us to know it's simple all the time. So that's how we attract in spirits. So when you have a desire that ain't shit, it ain't got nothing to do with your goals, that's the mind state you're in. Then, let's say you want to get unbroken. But let's say you fucking and accumulating all these individuals and shit like that when you was in that broken stage. As a spirit, you was in the same space amongst all these spirits. So this a lot of times, this is how you bring demons here. As kids, you got a demon child. You might be a demon child. You can't get along with your parents and shit. Due to the fact that your parents was fucking, but your parents wasn't into the same things. So they was just together based upon the Andy Griffin Show, Star Trek, Walt Disney. You know what I'm saying? Security, stability, support, shelter, and safety. But their ideals, their goals wasn't the same. So you don't have a family business. You got raised up under miscellaneous, unstructured family premises and things of that nature. So when they was fucking, spiritually they was lost. And then the desires that they shared wasn't shit. So you as a spirit, you was attracted to that. And then when you got inside of it, now you start working through them and now you here. Because they kept fucking. So you wasn't just creating circumstances for them to get born in somewhere else. So for the most part, or a bug or an animal or another, a relative. So for the most part, you get born through them. And now you and your parents is like the worst enemies in this motherfucker shit. Because the natures that they was in when they was fucking. Now you need to be, if you watching my channel right now, you need to be spiritually inclined enough to know what you doing now is what you always been doing. Stop the cycle. Don't bring no more motherfucking demons down here. Stop the cycle. Stop fucking out of that type of vibration. See what I'm saying? Real shit. And like I said, this ain't even got to always do with children. This could be sharing business, networking, getting married, and all these kind of circumstances. If you sharing ideas with a person that's not in the same spiritual space as you, that can only lead to that orb in between, that child in between, because that's a child also, being destroyed. AKA, when y'all give birth to that child, AKA y'all circumstances and situations, it be things that y'all can't agree with shit on. It be shit that y'all can't align yourself on. It be shit that y'all gotta separate shit on. Separate y'all times, separate y'all spaces, separate y'all attributes. Ain't nothing combined. So y'all really just together based on security, stability, support, shelter, safety, the shadow government shit, and fucking every now and then. If y'all ain't bored about that, so at some point, it's gonna still lead to the same circumstance, right? So you need to be with someone that's doing the same thing you doing, or y'all gonna start getting spiritually jealous over each other's time and start getting spiritually jealous over like feisty, where y'all really smothering each other from being actually free to always be doing what you want to do with another individual. That's basically what it's gonna boil down to. So y'all gotta peep game. Spirituality is real deep, and when you bring a lot of spirits into another relationship and shit like that, shit don't go right and shit like that. This is why y'all have better sex with other people than others. You know what I'm saying? Like as a female, you might can't open up as much to the guy, or as a guy, you might start fucking and you might bust real fast, or it might be hard for you to get it up, or it might be hard for you to actually be into it, regardless of how good her body is and things of that nature, due to the fact of one of the other party is bringing too many other fucking spirits. You know what I'm saying? One individual is not spiritually clear enough, and then the other spirit is dealing with all that. You know what I'm saying? Or it's one or the other. What is that, a crow? Oh, no. And then that's one or the other. So y'all got to keep that in mind. So a lot of times you can deal with this type of energy, because I always got to make sense out of things. You can deal with this energy even when you're not fucking someone. Let's say you a person with a good job, male or female, and you're around someone who expresses certain energies, they automatically give off this impression that they're a gold digger. Before you even give a lot of to them that you would give to someone else, like family or another person you was in a relationship with, you're going to start to like not be so open to them in certain ways based upon the vibe that you're feeling, right? Because you're going to have this sense of something based upon their characteristics. Then you're going to go to a family member or a friend and be like, I got second questions about this person, because I think this person might just want me because I got them rims, or I think this person just kind of want me because I got this job, or I think this person want me because I got this apartment, male or female, how I'm breaking this down, right? That's that sense of you ain't even got to have sex to feel what I'm talking about. You're not ovulating to this person. You're not opening all the way up to this person because of the energies that they're bringing along when you conversate with them, or when you at work with them, or getting ready to be in a relationship with them. Quote unquote, for you to even be having these conversations with your other friends and your other family members, to be questioning like, yeah, I like her, or yeah, I like him, but I think they just with me because I got this job, or I think, you know what I'm saying? Those are signs of you not actually opening up. Now, boil that down all the way into sex. Sometimes you could be so lost into a desire, and as a spirit, both of y'all could be in y'all root chakra. Those other things are not being cared for at the moment. So then when y'all actually just do what y'all desiring at the moment, sex, it may not necessarily be good sex, because both of y'all or one or the other are bringing too many other spirits, aka they have too many thoughts and forms that other spirits then jumped in and given life to, that's floating around them like an aura as that person's energy at that moment. And then when you're trying to relate your energy, it's not twisting and tingling as a soul tie well. You know what I'm saying? Soul tie is the thing that y'all soul is in, which the tie is what we call in the light at the moment. It's not tying up together well. So for the most part, where the mind go, the body go. So if the mind is hard to resonate and it's just there on desire, the body is going to play out. The body is going to say another question, do another thing. My mind is telling me no, but my body is telling me yeah. I'm saying real shit. So it's like that kind of energy. And when your body is telling you yeah, but your mind telling you no, your mind actually controls your body. So they're miscellaneous at the moment. And your body may do something that your mind, your body may do something that your mind really wants to do that your body really not ready for yet. So for the most part, as your mind is like, something ain't going right here. So as a spirit, you inside it, and your mind is like, something ain't going right here. But your body telling you yeah. You know what I'm saying? But your body is still kind of doing something that the mind is in, because the mind is controlling the body. So as a woman, you ain't ovulating really. You're not opening up. And then as a man, you know what I'm saying? You can't really do how you really do if you was fully comfortable with a female. But you think you are, because you like, damn, she got a big old booty, or damn, she got a nice body, or she's thin, or she's however, whatever your taste is. You know what I'm saying? It's Ray Shrimmer, whatever the type. You ain't got no type. But however the case may be. But then when both of y'all leave, whoever this situation happened to, you might go back into your hall of mirrors questioning yourself, because you're not spiritual and you're not around other spiritual people to know the difference. You know what I'm saying? So therefore, you end up questioning yourself and then thinking that it's something wrong with you, when really it's just you amongst spirits you ain't got no business being amongst. And you're not having no spiritual discernment in some way, shape, or form. And a lot of times, you could disregard that energy to the point that your lower chakras work very well. Whether you open up because you just like sex a lot and you don't care about what you be manifesting in your life and you know your life fucked up behind closed doors as a female, or if you a man, you just like sex and you know you ain't shit, so you don't even have certain thoughts or certain intense senses and things of that nature. You a man. 9 times out of 10, these be the individuals we actually do see, though, with 10,000 goddamn kids. Or the dude end up getting killed about something. Or he end up being in jail for 1,000 years about something. Or the female end up being flunked out and the community got to take care of her or something like that. And did she have some actual real concept in her head that she can actually act nasty and be argumentative and self-entitled like the community's supposed to take care of all of her mistakes, if we want to keep it real. So for the most part, that's where things are boiled down to when you see two individuals extremely flunked in their lower chakras without even having no discernment about any other chakra and the spiritual senses and other intuitions and things of that nature. But these will be the examples of people that you see in those type of circumstances. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, Papa Russell.